Hi, I'm Connie Melton, an independent silver elite demonstrator here in McKinney, Texas. And if you've been following along, you know today is the last of our 6 episodes of things you can use from around the house to make pretty cards. So join me as we do our 6th step. Okay, for the baby wipe technique, what you need is a baby wipe. I'm using Huggies because they do not have alcohol. You definitely want to stay away from ones that have alcohol because they will mess up your stamp, so dry them out. And I just folded it a couple of times. I put it on a great big block. I've also used paper plates, plastic plates, things I can throw away, but I just happen to have my big acrylic block out at the time. So you want to use colors. I'm going to use Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, just because subtles are my favorite. You want to use colors that are close in color, so that if, okay, I'll put a couple down here. If they get too close and run together, you want ones that will give you more of an ombre look than if you've used something that's opposite the color wheel, you just get brown or dark gray, and that's not attractive on your card. So just putting some out, and you see how it's spreading. That was Fresh Freesia. The first one was Bubble Bath. And I'm going to put a little Highland Heather just because it's my favorite. Put some of that. So these are all pinks and purples. And I'm going to be using a stamp that's a flower. It's from the Irresistible Blooms, which is currently an online exclusive set. If you go out into my shop, you'll find it under online exclusives. Oh, these are getting together pretty nicely now. I'm using 3, I think I'll put a little more of the light pink, the Bubble Bath in there. Try and get these to run together a little more. Quite often you'll see this done for a background. People will just put their background type stamp on here. I'm going to do something a little different. And that's why I'm using colors all close together. I'm going to use this largest flower from the Irresistible Blooms. And let's just see what happens. I'm going to press down on that. And picking up different colors. Let's see how it does. Firm, even pressure. Oh, that's pretty. I'm getting the light pinks, the orchids. Let's try a smaller flower too. There's a couple of flowers in this, and a hello, and some leaves. It's a really nice set. I want a little more orchid in there, I think. A little more Fresh Freesia. The interesting thing about this is as it's working and it's spreading, even if you go right back in and do the exact same print, you're going to get a little bit different color because it's changing constantly. See how the smaller flower does. Oh, that's pretty too. Now we could obviously go with darker colors, but I generally go with lots of pinks and orchids, so I'm liking that a lot. Let's grab another baby wipe. Do some greens. I can set that aside because I can still use that for my other colors. Let's see, let's do some light green. This is Soft Sea Foam. And Lost Lagoon, oh, Pool Party. Let's go with Lost Lagoon. That's a green and blue. I can make some pretty leaves. Okay, and I will show you, I have also just gotten things on my baby wipes, and I'm going to turn this piece over. We do make 2-sided paper. If you goof, that's always nice. You just turn your paper over. Put a leaf on this block and see what we get. may not have enough ink on there. We'll see. Yeah, I don't have enough ink on there. But you can see you're getting different colors as you ink that up. I'm getting 2 different colors on there. So there are dies to this one, or you could fussy coat that for your leaves. Another thing I want to show you real quickly that I have done for backgrounds is once I've got this all over this, I'm going to just put some paper down, run it across, pick that up, and that makes pretty cool backgrounds too. Kind of looks like an ink blot test though. You can also just take your flowers, or this is also in that set. It's just some little dots, and run those around on your paper for a nice background. The little splatters. And it gives, instead of just having plain ink, if you look at it, you can tell it's more of a watercolor look because you're getting some of that baby wipe liquid in there as well. So have fun with this technique. And after all is said and done, here's our final card. This has the background that we made, and the flowers that we made, and it's on some pretty peacock. Let me know what you think. Give this a try and post your card in the notes below, and someone's going to win a cool prize. See you around the craft table. Thanks for joining me.